do it coming out of the junction.
To me, I'm a rap or
Good morning everybody, Mr. Scott, hello, good to be here. You've come a long way, you've got a slightly different accent. Glasgow. Big up Mr. Scott. Scott has come all the way from Glasgow to be with us today. So if any of you guys are watching and you're worrying about driving a few hours to see me, how long was your journey?
8 hours.
8 hours, yeah, that's dedication, man. You say it's kind of built as a track car, but the shell itself is actually very clean. Originally got it from a scrapyard.
Yeah, it'd been a stolen recovered 318 IS. They'd stole the engine out of it, they stole the interior out of it, and it was 3 high up in a scrapyard. And my friend, he got it, Marco E30 straight. Then I bought it, it was ideal for me, just put the S54 in it, bucket seats, and away you go.
That's crazy, man. I mean, S54 is basically the motor you get in the BMW M3 E46.
That's it.
This car is very quick. We haven't put our foot down yet. Rips! It's basically 500 horsepower, 490 at the fly, 1.1 ton. It's probably going to be about sort of maybe 450 brake per ton, roughly, power to weight ratio, pretty quick. Bilstein coilovers.
Bilstein coilovers were part of an E30 racing series they used to do. And when they started the series, a boy had a brand new set sitting there, so I was like, I'll have them. It's built for the track from day one, so that's ideal for me. We've got 6-speed gearbox out, E46 M3, E30 M3 diff on the back, 3.25 ratio, so it's kind of tall. Racing diffs, stage 3 plated clutch in it. That's honestly one of the best things I ever did. K-Sport, 8-pot brakes, 330 mils. Honestly,
massive brakes on the front, yeah, and a floating road as well. On the back, we've got standard calipers.
Standard calipers with uprated disc pads.
Okay. Sick, Scott, honestly. My heart rate right now, my dopamine levels, it feels so good to drive this car. Woo! 8 Series, baby!
Yeah, give them a block.
Oh, that's a big drive as well. We've got rain, everybody! Race car, baby! And then what about things like the bushes and stuff and the arms? Are they sort of standard, or have you done like poly
yeah,
bushes?
so I've got purple poly bushes on the back, so that's the wishbones done, and I've got the elongated sort of adjusters on the rear wishbones, so I can dial in a bit more grab. On the front I've got black series lollipop bushes. Honestly, that transforms the car. If you don't have them, it just, when you brake, it squirrels everywhere.
Just wants to kind of move them out.
That John's savage.
I love this car, man. This is 31 out of 10. Old school, so mechanical, mental power, rear wheel drive, sniffy boy, good brakes. It feels like 500 brake to me, man, I'll be honest, Scott.
Oh, you've drove a few kind of high horsepower cars, you would know, so.
I don't even know what to ask because I'm just too busy enjoying the feeling, man. Stop off, let the car chill for a little bit. Let our man chill for a little bit. Oh, what a machine, guys. It really is an absolute beast, this. Scott, I haven't stopped smiling this entire review. Big respect to you, and the fact you've built this all by yourself, I mean, credit due, this is a proper machine. S54, such a cool motor.
Special in that car, and it's even more special in this, the supercharger on top. So ESS inlet manifold, the ESS supercharger Vortec V3. That's all a bolting kit for the E46 M3. It wouldn't really fit in here, so I managed to cut the inlet manifold and cut the supercharger and weld them in such a way we can get it.
How much boost are you running? Obviously you changed the boost with the pulley setup on the superchargers.
63mm pulley or something around about that. You can go down to about 54. I'll give you a bit more boost, but this one's 7 psi on it, so
quite, relatively speaking, quite mild.
It's really tame on it. It's all run stock internals. I spoke to a boy that raced them. He had 600 horsepower in his. He said up to 500 horsepower, standard internals all day long. After that, you need to go forged. So made with 450 and it was really usable. Changed the injectors, got it up to what it is now.
I did notice when we were driving, temps were very sensible, stay very consistent. So what have you done on the cooling side?
So for the cooling side, Lee Smart made me a custom radiator. I gave him the dimensions, he made it up, put a pretty big core in it. I think that's about 80mm core.
Lifter pump, swell pot, fuel cell.
Just an eBay swirl pot that's in it. The fuel tank, I actually got really lucky with that. That's for a Ford Escort Mark II rally car. I took measurement and dimensions, ordered that up, so it came all the filler. Bosch 44 pump, pressure regulator is a 5-bar pressure regulator, all OEM stuff. ECU is just standard ECU with a PCS tuning map on it. You can map them. You can go CSL, you can get a few more kind of tighter parameters to map it and stuff, but I'm happy how it is just now. It runs well, goes well.
Wheels on this as well, MO Compomotives, a classic motorsport wheel.
Perfect offset, perfect size for the tires I wanted.
Michelin PS4s. 215 on the back, and on the front tyre size?
Same again, 215, so it's square all round.
It's very race car. Got some checker plating over there, which means instant motorsport. Sparco bucket seats, TRS harnesses,
PMC shifter.
PMC, and they're the guys that make like all the adapter kits to run different gearboxes and stuff.
Yeah, good quality stuff, really well machined and engineered. OMP steering wheel, temperature gauge, rev counter, away you go. An OMP roll cage.
It was like a sort of bolt-in half
It's a bolt-in. I'm going to take it back out. It's not exactly the best, so I'm going to get a new one, go down by the dash and just stiffen up the chassis a little bit more.
You've also done a bit of custom fab work on the back to kind of make the geometry a little bit easier to adjust.
Yeah, you can buy a kit. What you do is it's little tabs you weld on to where the wishbones go, and you can adjust the camber and the toe, so you can get a wee bit of toe in, bit of grip, and then you can, because when you lower these you get quite a lot of camber, and as anything else, especially in the drifting, well, I'm not going to do any of that.
Negative cam is not ideal.
No, I mean that's fine for a bit of track driving, but we want a bit of grip, and it's hard to get grip, so we kind of try and square it up a little bit, so when it does squat,
you got the tyre nice and flat, best contact patch.
So.
Terrifying. What do you think this will do theoretically on a closed track in Mexico? What do you reckon this will do top speed? Because you've got quite long, lengthy gears, haven't you?
With the 6-speed gearbox in it, 3.25 diff, It does calculate kind of high. It says it will do over 200. This thing's a brick, so I don't think it'll do it, but
the body panels will start coming off.
The good thing is the bonnet opens that way, so we don't need to worry about that. But I think this will easily do 190, easy.
Yeah. Incredible amount of pace for such a retro chassis, but it doesn't skip a beat, does it? It loves the abuse.
No, that's what it was built for. You can feel it just strains and wants to go all the
It
time.
wants you to send it.
And the more you go for it, the more it just rewards you.
What do you reckon you've spent? I know it's always hard to kind of go back and work out like how much it's cost to get to this point, but what do you reckon you've really done in bills over the years of owning it?
I know what I stopped at, I'm not going to talk about it. It was originally meant to be just a 10 grand build, but it's the price of an S54 engine, price of a supercharger, one of these shells to be, fully restored,
Starts to add up.
Oh, it does.
Hats off, honestly, like I said before, 31 out of 10. Because yeah, amazing car, massive power levels. Obviously I love the rear wheel drive, I love the skiddy action, amazing brakes, fantastic chassis, and top Scottish guy. So yeah, 31 out of 10. If you've got a lovely car like Scott, feel free to give me a shout via the website. I'd love to get some more car reviews on board. And as I always say, make sure you give the video a like, put your comments down below, do my best to get back to you, and we look forward to seeing you soon.
See the passing lane, well, he started down the grade when he lost the gear. He hit them brakes, found he had no air. The bonny eagle grade is steep and long, and every pilot that seen him thought the bandit was gone. Awesome. Well, his truck jackknife turned completely around. He was coming down back